Right. Okay. Hey.
Are we going up, or...?
Sure, why not?
I don't know if it's open. Maybe we'll break in.
Basil usually finds herself up there.
Well, if she can go in.
I totally would have broken the door open if that was not the case. This week is gonna
That trip.
suck so much.
Because of the orcs.
Oh no, apparently it's gonna rain tomorrow. Of course it's because of the fucking orcs, Sarah.
Yes, they're a problem. I don't know. I guess I enjoy killing them.
Oh,
I'm not too
trust me,
worried.
I too enjoy killing green, grey, red, whatever fucking color they decide to be this day.
Mm.
It's just there's so fucking many of them. Fucking A, we had to repel
Why didn't you come back with the first group?
because I was still needed out there.
Still don't understand why I send you out. Get it, they don't have enough men. Fucking...
Because I am a soldier. An expendable resource to be spent whenever the Major or Inquisitor or whoever is in charge of my life at the time sees fit. Ah. Probably would have been there a bit longer if it wasn't for an orc putting a cleaver in my leg, but
But you're all better now, right?
a little sore, but I can walk on it, so I'll probably be back on the front tomorrow morning. Hell, I probably could have lost the leg and they'd still send me to the front.
I'm glad you didn't lose your leg.
Yeah, that would have really sucked. Being a cripple sucks.
I will, do my best to stay by your side during this fight.
It's dangerous.
Shouldn't have left. I should have just... I don't care. Didn't you hear? An arrow went right through the back of my head and I didn't even know. Poof. Maybe
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
indestructible now.
Ah, yes. You make men shatter like ice, and apparently you can phase through walls. The stories I hear about the mysterious drow mercenary.
I'm starting to think it's, well, I think I can safely say I have a definition for what happens to me.
What? Is it like divine intervention?
No,
Or.
in a way, I guess, but more physical. At first I thought it was something that was maybe reacting to opposing magics, elements, whatever, danger. But now knowing that it happens even without my perception, I think it's a shield. I think there's a shield around me. From everything. Not all the time, obviously. I still get injured, I still take hits, I still break bones and bleed. But when the shot's going to kill, or I'm about to fall to my death, or... fuck, I don't know. Any time I've ever crossed death, I've just been shielded. I've been looking at it wrong this whole time, I think. It's not a weapon to be harnessed. It's a defense to be made stronger. How? I don't know. But that's something at least.
Well.
But enough about me. Let's move on to simpler topics.
Oh, God, are there even simple topics anymore?
Yes, what are the plans for the front lines tomorrow? You said this week is going to suck. Why? Does your head hurt?
No, it just... Huh. For a
Did
second
you hit your head or something?
No. Well, yes, but... For a second I thought I was hearing musket fire.
For real? What direction?
Every direction.
I didn't hear anything, Sanders. Is this your first time on the front lines?
To this extent, yes. I mean, I fought before. I fought many times. I was in Ireland, albeit we were a skirmishing force, only saw like a handful of encounters, and then I was on the Leodor border for the rest of it, and then I was here, and but today was different.
Why? What happened?
It's just... there's a lot.
Is there a reason for those dugout walkways in the ground that you use?
They're called trenches. They're made to make a position that is usually defensible by all right. Say for example, a flat plain. Usually a position like that can't be defended because there's a ton of open ground. Spears, javelins, ranged weaponry can be used to its full extent. It would massacre a formation. But what usually happens is you dig a trench line into it. You can then put men inside of that trench line who are now in cover. Ranged weaponry are no longer as effective, and if someone were to try to push that location, they no longer need to walk in a straight line. Now they need to go into a divot or something along the lines. It's a defensive tactic. We know for a fact that we're not going to push that dwarven keep. We have nowhere near the manpower or supplies to do so. So we're digging in. And we're going to hold our ground for as long as we can. Either until maybe A, we can outlast the orcs, get them to at least a bit of a standstill, or something happens. Right now, the strategy is
So
we
you dig
send
into
in...
the ground and then reinforce the walls to create safety
Yes, essentially.
from the artillery that the orcs have somehow learned how to use, as well as the range.
We suspect that the orcs have catapults and ballistas, nothing more advanced than that, but their archers, while inaccurate and ineffective, their numbers make up for it. And yes, the trenches do provide at least some cover to that, but not always.
I could tell from today they seem to be a bit effective, but there are just so many of them that it doesn't matter.
Well, that's somewhat the advantage of a trench, is it mitigates the advantage of numbers because we are forcing a choke point. And that's the only way you can beat a force that numerically beats you, is forcing it into a funneled area where they can't use it. Problem that we now have is orcs are stronger than us, especially the grey ones. Not to mention the trolls and everything else that they have. That's where teamwork comes in. But this is the type of stuff that they've trained us for since day one, so... We just gotta hold out.
I've been in a few wars myself. It gets easier. It shouldn't
Some
get
parts.
easier, but it does.
Some parts get
When you have
easier.
people to talk to, it gets easy. And like I said, I will try my best to make sure that I am there when you are there. And I will not let you die. I was worried fucking sick when you didn't come back with the first group. I'm not letting that happen again. I'd rather not get paid, honestly. I'd rather just stay out there killing orcs. So I'm going to look Lord Edhard in the face, and I'm going to say, I am not leaving until he leaves. And if you have a problem with that, you can kill me.
I feel like the Lord Erhard isn't
I
the
need
man
you
you
to
need
stay
to ask
alive.
that.
Well, I mean, he's the one out there, is he not? Him and Dario.
Occasionally. But it's...
I don't work for the Imperium. I work for Notus. I work for Lord Edhard. I do not respond to your officers.
Well, if Lord Erhard can somehow convince the Major Dario to allow a drow to sit in an Imperial trench with Imperials, then he can shoot
I
his
don't need
shot.
to be in the trenches. I can be in the trees above the trenches. They don't even have to know I'm there until the fighting gets too bad. And then, even then, they'll be too distracted fighting for their lives to worry about me. I have been killing orcs and goblins for years. Not just on my soil. And I will continue until every last one of them is dead. They have taken so much from me. And they are going to continue until they are scorched off of this earth. If I have to do it with my bare hands, I will set fire to every last orc. Fuck, I wanted to keep going. But my party was going back, and I thought everyone was going back.
That's, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say heartwarming, but it's a word that means that to an extent.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm not doing it for any other feeling other than I hate them. I hate them and I want them to go away.
The only thing? you're
Not to
fighting for?
mention... I guess I can't say that's true. I hate them because they take things from me, and I will not allow it again.
Yeah, I fucking hate them too. God, I fucking love the sunset here.
If only the walls weren't so high, we can see it.
Yeah. But up here's nice. It's quiet. Don't have to worry about a lot of things. Don't have to worry about people and what they can or can't see.
If only you weren't an Imperial. A filthy, scummy Imperial. Why couldn't you have just not joined the military? Well, I guess then we would have never met.
Yeah, that too. It's actually kind of funny the more I think about it. Thank you. I initially enlisted because, you wanna know the actual reason? I was, I wanted more. Wanted more out of this life. Like, yeah, Derhofen was peaceful and quiet, but I mean, what was I ever gonna do there? I would have probably become a mason just like my dad. Worked there my whole life. Just didn't sound fun.
A
Now look where
mason.
I'm at.
Did they work with stone?
Aye, masonry. You're actually looking. Actually, this whole town essentially is the handiwork of masonry. You know, there was a saying my father used to always say, is that carpentry makes villages, but it's masonry that builds kingdoms. Something like that, at least. Took a lot of pride in his work.
Then would being a mason be so bad? Or do you like being a soldier?
That's just it. Despite everything that has happened here, hell, everything that's happened to me in the last 4 years, the fight scene in Ireland, marching, sitting at the Leodor border waiting for something bad to happen, coming here, the things I've seen, the things I've done, people I've lost. the people I've gained. There's moments where I'm scared for my life, or I'm angry at the world, or I'm consumed by despair, but you wanna know something weird? In that trench, as we were fighting for our fucking lives, when life and death could have been decided by a coin flip, I don't want to say I was happy, but something just felt different. Like, in the fact that nothing was. What the fuck's the word? I felt free. Every action I made didn't matter. Just that I did what I had to do to survive and just. I probably sound like a fucking psychopath, but just.
No. Keep going.
The world just made more sense. People just make more sense when they're out there. It's when people drop their facades of who they are. They stop telling lies with their faces. They start being who they actually are, and people are allowed to be who they want to be in those moments. And heck, fighting those orcs, ensuring that they never, ever fucking get here, makes me feel proud. Makes me
Me too.
happy to think that I am protecting the people that I promised to protect. To protect the people that I care about.
You care about me, Sanders.
I don't just care for you, Cerebus. I love you. See, when I'm
Oh, sorry.
fighting those orcs, yeah, I'm angry at them, and that anger fuels me to fight them. But it's the love I have for you that keeps me standing. Yeah, I was angry as fuck when that orc put a fucking cleaver in my leg. But when I remembered what I promised you, I made sure not to die in that fucking trench.
I'm so glad you're living well.
Although I will say, if you are going to be out there while I'm out there, I'll be concerned for you. But I think all that will do is just strengthen my resolve to make sure I don't fuck up.
I'm not a damsel.
I know you're not.
If anything, you're the damsel.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, while I'm laying down in a trench with an arrow in my shoulder, I will cry out, "Oh, Serapis, please come save me, your damsel in distress, Alex."
And then I'll step on you because I wouldn't be able to hear you over the battle.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You've got big head.
Yeah. Or maybe you just have really little ones.
Mine are proportionate to my body, and so are yours.
What?
Why are you so red? Hmm?
The-
You're red all right here.
Because I've been drinking stuff. Apparently,
No, you're gonna blame the alcohol.
I mean, it's part of the reason, at least.
Mm. And
Fuck. Also, because you're holding my hand, and your hand is really nice. It's, you know, I'm not good at this, Sarah.
it's boring when they're good at it. It's not funny. I don't like being the embarrassed one.
I guess. This is nice.
I know this spot is a lot of people's spot, but this is probably the only place we could be actually alone. Other than my house.
True. Depends. Well, I mean, how loud are we expecting to get? With just idle conversation.
Oh god. How loud. Are you being a degenerate right now?
What? No, I was just saying, how loud could idle conversation possibly get? You know.
Oh, my mind was in the gutter. I see.
Don't worry, mine was too.
I knew it. I could smell it.
What does that come with your mystical drow powers? You can just sense when a man is.
Maybe. Maybe I knew you were gonna fall in love with me the moment I saw you.
Is that all this is? You've casted your mystical drow magic on me? You've infatuated me? To be your
I don't know.
personal imperial manslave? Is that what this all is?
I guess you'll find out when we go down below.
Perhaps I will.
You have to make it that far, though.
Yeah. One day at a time.
I do care about you, Sanders, but I need you alive for that mission.
Yeah, I need me alive for it too.
No way.
I know.
How'd you come to that conclusion?
Well,
You're so smart.
found out one day that
You should
guy...
be a diplomat. Fuck being a soldier.
Maybe that's the way I should have explained it to the Inquisitor. I'd like to transfer to being a diplomat.
I don't want to fight anymore. I want to read books, talk to people for a living. That must be so boring.
Oh god, you have no idea. Lady Lotia was always going off. Apparently, oh my god, she... Before we realized we were being moved to the front, now she's an officer. Dear fucking god, she's an officer. She wanted me
Is
to
that
go to
such a
this...
bad thing?
Are you serious? I mean, she's
What's wrong with her being an officer?
she's a civilian. Heck, no less than a few months ago, she was a baker.
She's also very smart.
Yes.
And a good healer.
Smart. Yes.
And good at taking command.
Yes, but is she good at giving
She
command?
sacrificed... Sanders.
There's a
She
major
has
difference.
sacrificed so much of herself for this town. So much. Her own body, for fuck's sake. She put herself in prison. With the enemy.
Yes, and got hundreds
us.
of my friends killed doing so.
People are going to die, Sanders. Hundreds of your friends are dying right now on the front line. What's the difference? You can't fault her for that. She's young. She's learning rapidly, mind you. And she has yet to fail.
Yet.
You need to be there to help her grow. You're soldiers. You are literally made to die. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's the truth.
And you're right. That is our job. That is our purpose. The thing that just gets me mad at her is when other people get... She has a tendency
Did you
to
hear
act.
something?
Hear what?
Don't worry about it. Just please keep talking.
She has this tendency to make decisions. And yes, while those decisions may benefit the cause, more times than likely, sometimes those actions come at the expense of people. That night when she got herself captured, She came to me, told me what her woes were, what was going on, and I told her that I would help her, that I'd be there to help her. And then that night, she just went behind my back, got herself captured, and I took the blame for it. And then the next day, one of my closest friends practically signed away his entire life to get her rescued. Now, my punishment I could understand. The deaths of all my comrades that came from it, I could understand. But I don't think she fully understands what her actions costed other people.
I'm sorry, my head.
It's alright. I think everyone's having a loose head these days. I'm just...
She's like gripping the fuck out of your hand right now.
I just... What? Hey. Are you alright? Sarah? Sarah! Hey. Hey, you okay? Sarah,
Silva?
what's... What? Sarah, what's going on?
I don't know. Oh, fuck.
Hey.
It's just...
Hey.
It's not real. It's not real. Not real. It's not.
Sarah, hey, look at me. Hey, I'm right here. Alright? Tell me what's happening.
It was a long time ago. There was... I used to live in Ireland with a lot of friends. Got so close to people. There was this young man and this young woman that I got very close to for the wrong reasons, and
It's alright. It's alright. I'm right here.
I used them, I took them away from their home, and I made them think that I care about them, and I didn't. I didn't until I did, and it was too late. And then they were gone. And I killed them both. They're dead. They're not real, but they're in my head, and I can see them now, and I can hear them now, and it's not gotten as bad, and I'm scared. And I miss them. I miss them so much. And it hurts so bad.
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I'm right here.
They're in my head. They won't stop. They're in my head. They're in my head.
Then get out of your head and look at me, alright?
Mm-mm.
You're here.
What if they're not dead? What if... What if they're still...
I don't know.
Please.
I don't know. I don't know what I can say or do to help you with this. The best I can do is just be right here with you. And do whatever you need me to do.
They're still in my head. Oh God.
Hey. Hey. Just focus on me. Don't focus on them, focus on me. Okay?
I'm not a good person, Sanders.
Neither am I. None of us are good people, Sarah.
No, I've done terrible, terrible things.
And that isn't going to define who you are. What you did and who you were doesn't matter.
It does. The consequences. The consequences of my actions. They're gonna take hold one way or another, physically, mentally. There's a breaking point, and I think I'm reaching it.
And if you do make it there, to that point, just know that I'll be here.
Oh God. Oh God, I don't know what that was.
It's alright.
I'm so scared right now.
Then I'm going to stay right here.
I'm so cold.
Let's get close to the fire. Alright? Come here.
The oppressive feeling fades, Saravith, leaving you unsure what is real and what is not.
It's alright.
But for the first time in a long time,
You're gonna be alright.
the darkness does not feel like yours.
Don't worry, I'm right here. I'll always be right here. Okay? Sarah,
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta plug my foot in. I'm dying. Oh my god. Fuck you, Brunswick. Fucking asshole. RKO out of nowhere. Got me crying. Club. Get me in my sensitive spot. Cooking it. Fucking. Gonna eat it. Where's the hole? There it is.
Oh god, a silver for every
But
time I've had
return
that
to me.
problem.
Foot, come back. Please. I beg you. Yes, Fred. I'm gonna turn it away so that I can do this. And then do this. And then do like this. And then do like this. Wait, gonna make it better.
Sarah, have you ever learned about the constellations, by chance?
I don't even know what that means.
In the night sky, there are people who've, how do I word this? The stars. They make patterns. And some people like to tell stories about those patterns and what they mean. Or how they even came into being.
You guys must be really bored up here then.
There's all sorts of constellations up there. There's the two bears, there's the crab, the goat, the twins, the archer. Who else is up there? Ah, fuck.
They're a drow constellation.
I don't know. Not too certain, actually.
Which
My
one's your
fav-
favorite?
It would have to be the
I
hunter.
beat you to it.
Yeah, I know, you did. It'd have to be the hunter. You can usually see his belt.
Any reason?
He had a really cool story behind him. He was, story goes that he was a legendary hunter who'd been all across the world and hunted at least one of every creature that has ever existed. Let it be the highest soaring eagles or the deepest dwelling leviathans. If it existed on this world, he had hunted it at least once. And apparently, he got so good at it that the gods gave him a chance at a hunt that he could never pass up. A hunt that he could never truly accomplish, because as you see, as he grew older, he started to lament the fact that there was nothing left for him to hunt. He was too perfect at his craft, and was starting to lose purpose. And so the gods offered him the sky. They offered that he would become a hunter amongst the cosmos, something like that. And now every night he draws his bow and puts on his belt and goes hunting in the night sky. I just think
Right. Are there any stories about the moon?
I heard this one story that apparently, a long time ago, long before there was night and day, the moon was once a person. And that they grew deeply in love with another. But they were never meant to be. That the very way of life shunned that they could ever be together. God, how did the fucking story go? Something something romance, something something forbidden love. Something about eventually the moral of the story is the character becomes the moon and the person they fell in love with is the sun, that they are barely ever allowed to be together, but when they are, it forms something beautiful, referencing, the eclipse. It's a really sweet story, but, I kind of fucked it up.
No, you didn't. Sorry about freaking out earlier.
No, it's alright. These things happen.
I thought I was seeing and hearing someone that I had lost. Felt so real, like a present, like something I felt before. Could be in my head, or I've been attacked by my mind before. I felt physical pain from something that wasn't really there. So it could always just be my guilt eating me alive. But it was horrible.
Before I came to this province, I used to think things like ghosts and spirits didn't exist. But let's just say, for lack of better words, I understand at least partially how you feel. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have a ghost in my closet.
One thing I do know for certain is that it hurts to let someone down.
I promise I won't let you down.
Nor are you. Strange. How your hands are still so soft.
I use the blood of humans as moisturizer every morning. It's just because we age differently. And I wear gloves all the time. By silk.
It's because you're such delicate creatures.
Yeah, sure.
Require to be pampered 24/7.
Do I look like someone who wants to be pampered 24/7?
You look like someone who would enjoy it.
Maybe in a different timeline. I'm like the butt of the worst drow joke ever. A female that no one likes. It's unheard of, really.
I like you. Torty likes you. There's plenty of people who like you.
I meant in my culture, but I appreciate it. I don't really care what surfacers think of me.
I was going to say, well, Torty's a drow, but I think I can piece two together with that one.
She is a drow in color only.
I was going to say, she's not normal.
No. I don't even think they would want to keep her as a slave down there. They would probably just use her for entertainment and then kill her. So I'm not bringing her.
With the way
It'd
she
be a waste of
talks,
time.
I could see it.
They do terrible things to people that they find no useful.
I've heard the stories.
Mm.
It's almost kind of funny in a weird way. Every now and then I think about those stories that people tell me about Drow and what they could possibly do to me, but whenever I stare into your eyes, those thoughts just melt away.
Maybe you're just gullible.
Maybe. I am a very gullible person. I believed I was shot once just because a man seemed so convinced that I was. Used it to fuck with my head for an entire night. Made me think it was
Well, I
blessed
say this
by
all the
something.
time, but you're very young and impressionable. That will change with time and experience.
Yeah.
You won't fall for that twice now, will you?
I guess not. part of me hoping the sun never rises. So you just stay at
What, so we can stay here forever?
Yeah.
We'd get hungry.
We'll make do.
I mean, I would. I would just drink your blood,
Ah, yes.
because you're a human.
Of course. You need your moisturizer anyway. Unless something
course.
else would count as a good moisturizer.
What?
The joke was sex. That was the joke. I'm not gonna.
You're trying to bang on top of the lighthouse, Sanders, where
Maybe.
anyone can walk up and see us.
We locked the door, didn't we? Did we?
I don't think it does lock. Does it?
There was a chair down there.
But the risk makes it better.
Does make it a little better.
Well, maybe not in this regard.
I mean,
Well, the risk means death for both of us, probably. Well, I'd probably get away. I don't know about you.
I'm at risk of dying every single day, Serevith.
Not for some drow,
Ass.
fun time? Yeah, ass.
For lack of better words. I mean, it's whatever you want. I'm fine just staring at the stars all night. Or staring at your face all night.
I think we should just stay like this. Today was rough.
Aye. Yeah, it's gonna be a very long week.
Mhm. I have a feeling New York's are going to be the least of my worries very soon.
We'll see.
Someone today made the comment of if I'm going to have kids or not.
What?
I had to explain to them that I have so much time. Something like that isn't even plausible right now.
How much time? I mean, not that. Never mind.
Yeah?
No?
What are you daydreaming about,
Nothing?
Alex?
Nothing? Just...
Are you gonna clam up now? You've already told me you loved me. What else could you...
I mean... Will that even be...
Oh, Serevith! I want you to have my baby, Serevith.
That's...
Oh,
No, well,
please give me an heir.
Air? That's not what I'm just...
Us humans, we die so fast, so we must continue our line as soon as possible.
That's
Isn't
not
that
what...
right?
That's not what I'm insinuating. But...
And what if I said yes? Then what would you do?
Would it it even work? I mean, like, no, not like, I mean, I, yeah, I know,
What
poor
do
choice
you
of,
mean? What do you mean?
I'm Theosian. You're a drow. What would we do?
Stranger things have happened.
Where would we go?
I don't know. It's a hypothetical. I have no idea. I can say for certainty something like that is not on my plate anytime soon.
Well,
But
if
you
we're
can't plan for
speaking-
these things. They just happen.
Well, if we're speaking hypotheticals, wouldn't be the worst idea. Have a nice little cottage off in the middle of nowhere so no one ever bothers
A
us.
cottage. I
Homestead.
deserve a mansion, not a cottage.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll start picking up my
If
masonry
I had it
tools
my
and I'll
way-
build one.
We would be living in the Underdark. In one of the major cities. With our own community, I guess. If you want to use a nice word to describe it.
Or whatever.
Preferably, I'd be the matriarch of the whole Underdark.
Oh, well, then my hypothetical is I'm now Emperor of Theosia.
Why not?
That would be a twist of events. Hey, God, we'd be fucking unstoppable, wouldn't we?
I plan to be.
I mean, think about it. Imagine it. Like, just imagine that. Theosia and the Underdark working together and stuff. That would be a sight to fucking see.
It would be very progressive in some direction. Maybe not the right one. But some.
Yeah, and simultaneously saying fuck you to Ashmouth Alos.
I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. They kinda deserve it.
Imperials come from the top, Drow come from the bottom. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not gonna be the one who makes it.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yes, there is.
God. If you would have told me... God, how long has it been now? 4, 6, 8 months now? If someone were to tell me that that drow mercenary girl that I was checking in on to see what she was like, to see if she'd make a great asset for the Imperium military, that I'd be doing this with her a few months later, I never would have fucking believed it.
You're just so easily manipulated, it's okay. It happens.
Or maybe it's something I just got a little too curious about.
Careful, I bite.
I know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Don't forget.
And right there. Right there. Right there. There.
I remember that one.
Ow.
You're ridiculous. You know that, right?
I am a carnivorous creature who only craves one meal. Humans. Haven't you heard?
Oh, that can be taken in such a bad direction. We're Would you like me to satiate your meal tonight then, milady? See what I mean?
Oh God! Somebody stop him!
Sota,
Somebody put a
please
muzzle on him.
strike me down.
Boop.
I think that might be the funniest thing about all of this as well. I still believe in Sota and I still pray to him every single day.
I still believe in my gods and brothers.
Yeah. I mean, the tenets
We
of
just
Sota.
have different relationships with our gods.
Yeah. And besides, the tenets of Sota say nothing about loving someone. Just don't be greedy. Actually, yeah, nothing in the tenets of Sota say anything that this is bad. Like, at worst, this is... What the fuck's the word? Something about selfishness. You know, it's like, oh, don't let greed and self-indulgences consume you, lest you let it corrode the order of society or something like that. Given...
How
I
verbose.
say, yeah, well, I think that I spend enough time away from you to say that this isn't a self-indulgence. So I think Sota will look the other way.
He better, or I will have harsh words for him. Honestly.
Ah, yes.
I'm so tired of people getting in the way of my shit. God or not. I just want to live.
Ah, yes.
I'm tired of people telling me I have to do one thing because their God said so, or they can't do this because their Lord said so, or their father, or their brother, or their friend. Why don't people just exist for themselves? It's insane.
Well, the reason why people don't exist for themselves is, I mean, that's... Sometimes people exist for others.
That's silly.
But I get what you mean, though. You know, sometimes people should just let others live their own lives. That I can agree with and accept.
Mm.
But for some people, it's... Their life is their service to others. I mean, take the Major, for example. The man fully doesn't believe in love in the slightest. He thinks of it as a detriment, if anything else. And I asked him, like, how can you possibly think that? And he just simply said, because I just never had a use for it. Or a need for it, I guess. He's a man
He
who
must be
is-
miserable.
I mean, have you seen him? The man is consumed by service. Let it be to the Aurlandi kingdom or now the Imperium. He's let his service consume him. Part of me somewhat kind of respects it, but another me pities it. Because what cruel god would deny a man something like this?
I'm sure there's far easier and better love out there.
I did choose probably the most difficult one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, Like, for the same reason I enlisted, it has been extremely exciting the whole time. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
You don't regret any of it.
Well, the lashings the first time we did it was painful. But I will say that was a night that changed my life. So who knows, maybe it's made me a stronger man. Besides, I got 45 for Laudia's fuck up, so...
That's true. I'm not
helped-
the woman that
It
got
prepped
lashed
me,
the most,
actually.
at least.
No, you got me ready for it. I was used to the idea. Maybe what it is maybe Sotar sent me to you to prepare me for the difficult life that I'm going to live. Think about it. I mean, come on, like, with all the things that we've done together, it's been prepping me for everything I've encountered. Like, me getting lashed because I spent a night with you. I got lashed again. I was ready for it that time. That time when we went to Karbozra and fought all those weird fucking things by that weird altar, we were outnumbered. We were outarmed. And look what kind of situation we're in now. We're outnumbered and outarmed by orcs. And now I'm ready for it.
Your confidence is suffocating sometimes.
Sotar has his weird way of working. Or maybe not.
Whatever you say.
Maybe this has all just been
You want it to be
a
Sotar?
consequence.
We can say it's Sotar.
Gotta give him credit for something. He is my patron after all.
I have yet to be able to pay tribute to my patron.
The gods are interesting. The thing I like so much about Sotar is how indirect he is, or just the fact that he doesn't really help at all, to be honest. Sotar kind of sits more by the ideal of, if you want something to get better, do it yourself, you fucking lazy ass.
Wow.
That's how it is. Sotar doesn't believe that he should fix all of your problems for you. Because if he does that, then you'll get weak, you'll grow stagnant, and your survival instincts will begin to atrophy over time. Sotar didn't throw himself into the darkness just so that his people would grow weak and fat and lazy. So yes, he'll give us guidelines, and maybe he'll give you a hint or a nudge every now and then on what he wants you to do or what he wants you to be. But he's never going to force it on you. He'll give you a light in the darkness, but it's up to you to reach for it. There have been times where I think Sotar has given me those lights in the darkness, and I decided not to reach for it. But there are also times where I'm in my darkest hour, and suddenly I see that glimmer of light just in the distance. And it gets me through it. I won't sit here and say I'm some prophet of Sotar who understands everything that he does and why he does it, but I like to think that, at least to an extent, he cares. Like a distant father figure. But it's better than relying on a god who may or may not solve all my problems. Like Bainir. I always hear the Northmen talking about Bainir. Sometimes they're like, oh, Bainir will save us. Bainir, give me strength. Oh, Bainir, Bainir, help me. Next thing you know, they get cut down. Or worse.
You just love to talk. And I like to
Sometimes.
listen to you talk.
I like to sound like I understand what I'm talking about. Because who
Me
knows,
too.
maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe Sotar could not give two shits about me. Maybe he thinks, oh, this kid slept with an elf. He is no longer one of my children. He is a heretic. He has abandoned me
What?
long ago. I don't know.
Are gods allowed to think like that?
I don't know. Never met one. Don't know how they act. Besides, I highly doubt Sotar would ever act like that.
Or any god for that matter. Do we really think they care that much?
I think Sotar, like I said, would be more of the distant type of dad-like character. Who wouldn't be upset if you didn't follow his will, he'd just be quietly disappointed.
Quietly disappointed.
I don't know. What do you think your god's like?
Vengeful. Seductive. Dominant. Angry.
Well,
And
you're
they all hate men.
Oh. You're 3 of those 5 things. I'll let you decide which one is which.
Well, I'm all of them. Actually.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You sure about that? Because,
Which one are you doubting?
well, I'm just saying, you know. What was it, 5 out of 7 times, you know? Just saying.
You do realize that I have been on this plane for far longer than you. I've had many partners. It's nice
Aye.
to spice things up a little. If I had it my way every time, sex would be boring. I wouldn't want to do it anymore.
It's nice to know I'm not boring. Means I'm doing something right at least. Besides, I've no one else to base it off of. Well, actually, shit, no, I can't say
don't-
that. Or, mutual.
Oh yeah.
Does he count?
I wonder what he's doing right now. I mean,
Probably
Did you have
spying on
sex with him?
people. You were there! What are you talking about?
was I?
Yes! You were on the chair watching!
Oh yeah.
How
I
do you
remember now.
forget that? I'm sorry. How?
I don't know. I don't think. Again, you don't understand. This is my culture. I mean, it's just
Goodness.
part of it.
What, watching 2 men make... I don't even want to say that was
Yes.
love on that bed.
Actually, yes.
We made something on that bed. Love was definitely not it.
I'd be surprised if that creature is capable of love. He's so old. Ancient. If he loved someone, or was capable of it, it was a very long time ago. Love
Love is an emotion. And like every emotion that exists, I don't think one person could ever truly be without it. Even the most peaceful of monks feel anger in some way, shape, or form. Even the most joyful people can feel sadness. And even some of the most cold-hearted bastards can find love. Maybe not in the way you and I find love. But I'm sure there's something out there that he enjoys doing every single time he gets to do it. Maybe it's sneaking around, maybe it's spying, maybe it's killing people, who knows? I know that's what the Major loves. But love is something that someone can never live without. Be like trying to... Oh God. I don't even think there's anything to... It'd be like trying to live without eating. It's something that we need. It's what makes us alive. Hell,
I
Tang!
think you're silly.
Tang, one could argue that he's not even alive, yet he still feels love.
Oh no.
You know...
Oh, I
even-
see what's happening. Shut the fuck up. I'm moving away from you.
I was gonna say, given how you seem to be getting really tired. Yeah, no, that's not where I was going. I was gonna say, since it looks like you're getting really tired, do you want to sleep
No, I
up
don't
here, or
wanna
do you
go
want to
to
sleep at your
bed. No,
house?
Dad, I don't want to go to bed. Stop. I'm gonna stay up for a little longer. I just gotta plug my shit in. Okay.
You know, while you're doing that, I need to... Oh my god, I need to move a pillow or something. Leaning up against my bed is
Yeah, get
killing
comfortable.
my
I'm gonna need to figure out a better sitting situation though.
Oh god, oh that's so much better.
Can I have my
Oh,
fucking
s-
body back?
My spine.
Nice.
Welcome back.
I need to like fucking fix my bag so I can actually lay my head back and not die.
I'm gonna go take a bite out of my sandwich that I've had next to me this entire time.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Dude, I made a grilled cheese. Man, now it's cold. Mmm. Still delicious, but-
Crunch.
Dude, that's how you know it's a good grilled cheese.
True. You're not wrong.
You know, this would 100% be what Sanders would be doing up here after a while. It's like, hey, you mind if I start eating this sandwich I made?
Right after sex, he's like, oh, by the way, I've got this grilled cheese.
You want some?
Want some? I got him all caught.
Listen, Sanders,
Move it, move it.
I feel like Sanders would be the type of guy to make a decent breakfast the morning after.
I think you would too, yeah. It didn't work. I'm not comfortable.
Ugh.
I need a pillow.
Ow, my knee. Listen, it's been going on for a while, alright?
Okay. I think I've managed to get myself somewhere comfortable. You want to go to sleep now?
That's up to you.
I think I'd be too scared to fall asleep anyway.
Well, if you want to stay awake all night, I'll be right here, awake with you the whole time.
Thank you.
Anytime.
You wanna call it there? I could
Yeah,
literally lay here for like 30 minutes. I don't give a fuck. I'm comfortable.
Dude, I'm really comfy too.
Okay. Bet we sleep in. Sleep RP.
Do. Imagine if, like, Basil or, like, the Inquisitor just walked up here and saw this. That'd be fucking hilarious.
It'd be pretty bad, but Basil,
Inquis-
not so much.
Well, the Inquisitor already knows, like, our whole deal.
This fucking wine bottle in my face. Wait.
Hang on, you know what?
Go.
Hang on.
Oh,
Give me a second.
wait.
I got this. Hang on, where?
delete it.
Yes, I'm working on it.
Get rid of it.
Working on it.
Get rid of it.
Gotta-
Get rid of it.
My mirror's in the
You
way.
spawned it again. You fucker.
Wait, did I? No, that's
Yeah,
not
it's
it.
over there.
Okay, it's been disintegrated.
Good job.
But yeah, it wouldn't be too bad if the Inquisitor saw us up here, because he already kind of knows about our whole deal.
We're not very secretive anymore, I don't think.
Well,
I don't really care.
the only two people that matter that know is... Fuck. The only people that know, at least that I know that know, is Miss Basil, Miss Tordy, the Major Dario, and the Inquisitor. Those are the only 4 people I'm aware of that know.
And on off.
Oh. You told him? You...
He found out on his own.
Oh. Wait, how did
Mm.
how did he find out?
I think he saw us together at night.
Oh. That's kind of cute.
I don't want to hide anymore.
I don't want to either.
It's bullshit.
Part of me is thinking maybe if you fight on the front lines and do a really good job, and then we make out in the middle of the front lines, people will be like, oh, it makes sense now.
You're so fucking stupid. You're the stupidest creature ever. Did you just blow in from Stupid Town?
Have you been hanging out with Ludwig?
Hey pal.
Hmm.
You just blow in from Stupid Town?
He's blowing his...
No, I don't hang out with your Imperial friends. What do you take me for?
Well, you definitely know Ludwig's insults. Hey pal, you fucking get paid to be that fucking stupid? Gotta try to be that idiot.
I'm so comfortable.
Yeah. They're also really soft. It's like... I'm trying to think of what's something I could compare you to right now, but it's not really much. I was gonna say like
A grape.
a really big, squishy grape.
You calling me fat?
No. Besides, my original analogy was that you were like a plum.
A plum? The fuck is a plum?
A plum is a purple fruit which, depending on when you eat it, can either be extremely bitter or extremely sweet. Usually, when it's at
You just
its
made that
be-
up.
No, it's an actual fruit. It's really delicious.
I don't believe you.
Especially when you eat it when they're ripe, or at least when they're at their right time.
This
They
is
have
just
this-
another sexual innuendo.
No, it's not a sexual innuendo. It's an actual thing. When they get to the right time, the fruit inside goes from like a tannish color to more of a like dark red maroon, and it goes from being extremely bitter to extremely sweet. Have you actually never had a plum before?
You're telling the truth. I thought you were
Yes.
still going with the bit. You will bring me one of these plums tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You expect me to...
Tomorrow.
Fine. And I will hunt for a plum tomorrow. Even though I've got one right here.
You're possibly the cheesiest man I've ever met.
It's gotten me to where I am now.
Hmm.
Which honestly says a lot.
You're very soft too.
Thank you.
I've been trying to think of a nickname for you. Something insulting. Or rude, even. But the only thing I can think of is... You're like a ray of sunshine. So I might just call you Ray.
I'm just too fucking positive.
I mean, you need some kind of nickname for when we go down. So if that's alright, I'd like to call you that.
So even when we're in there, the deepest, darkest of it all, I'll be your single ray of sunshine.
I regret saying anything.
I think it's just because you can't stand the fact that my little nickname for you is Plum, and you're trying to find
Shut up. Mine's better. I'm kidding.
Alright, my little rubies in the night sky. Now that's the cheesy one that me and Basil use when I'm trying to ask her, where are you? What?
No, you're red like a ruby.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
By the way,
Yeah.
I love you too.
You know how we said we weren't going to have sex up here? I think that might change.
You think?
Oh, well, if you're gonna say it like that, maybe I know now.
You'd have to catch me.
Oh, you little... Ah, son of a... Oh, fuck, it's dark down here. Shit. Fucking knew it. You know, if you closed your eyes, I would have seen you.
I know, I was trying to get to the toggle, but I couldn't.
I'm too
Now we have to rock,
fast.
paper,
for you.
scissors.
Alright, get close to the torch so I can actually see.
That's where I'm ending scene there, because that was cute.
Yeah.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That was supposed to be scissors, but I'm not gonna count that because only one finger went out.
Yep, alright.
Let's turn around and then like whip around, okay?
Yeah, that's like way better. Alright.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fuck. Okay, again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Fuck.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's one. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Wait, was it paper?
When I turn, it makes me go to
And once
scissors.
again, Serevith lets Sanders top.
Yeah.
Lamau.
Yeah, let's.
Will she ever dom? Who knows?
No, you did. You did
Guess
once,
you gotta
remember?
find out next time on Fractured. Oh yeah.
Actually, twice.
I don't remember anything.
Because there was the first time where it was like an
I don't
auto success
remember
because you fucking
anything.
dragged him into a bush.
I forgot. Oh yeah. Here, let's respawn.
Yeah.
Just in case other people want to use the lighthouse and my.
Was like a year and a half in.
Oh yeah,
So-
mid-season break. Oh yeah, hey Ray Sets.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Ray
Ray
Sets.
and
Sets.
cats and boots.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, there.
Oh,
it
oh,
is.
there's the other
Holy
one.
shit.
Cats and
There's the
boots
other
and
one.
cats and boots and he won rock paper scissors again.
Holy
This is
shit.
Fuck
Ray.
yeah.
I
The
give
walking
up.
paradox.
You know
I
what?
finally
You
got-
should've played
Holy
Iron
shit.
Dice then.
Hang on
You
a
would've
second.
won. Oh, yeah, that-
Yo. Holy shit. Dude, thank you so much. Sorry, I was in the middle of something, but thank you so much for the subscription, dude. I really appreciate it.
Bite it! That was good shit. That was
Very
fun.
good shit.
That's what we needed. That's what I needed. That was therapeutic. I love that shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was like wholesome as shit that whole time.
I know. I was like, I'm not gonna have her say it back. And then the conversations just kept getting cuter. And then that shit happened with Silva, and I cried IRL because it was really scary, and I was sad and guilty and sad, and I'm gonna yell at Brunswick later. And I really have to pee, and I'm really thirsty, and I wanna go kiss my boyfriend. Because
Dude,
that made me wanna go kiss my
go kiss
boyfriend.
Greg for me. Give him
Bye-bye.
give him a singular butt smack for me.
We're
Why?
gonna gush tomorrow in
Oh,
VOD
dude.
spoilers. We're gonna
100%, dude.
tomorrow and VOD boy, where I cannot wait to gush in the VOD boiler. Good night.
Ugh.
I cannot wait. Good night. Good night.
Oh god, role playing with Falk is always such a treat. All right.
Ray Sets, you didn't use the toggle?
Oh, the toggle? I did.
You did? I
Um,
didn't see it.
when Sanders came back into town, I asked Bruns for a roll on how fucked up I was. I got a 4. So I came back into town like this. I was like,
Yeah.
I was being carried by like,
the fucked up blood.
dude, I love it, dude. It looks good. It looks really good. I love how it looks like someone just fucking smacked him in his fucking head.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's in your hair. It's in your head.
Dude,
It's also
so-
if you put on your helmet.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw. Just Jesus.
Yeah, the fucking underside just coated in that shit. Yeah, you were
'Cause-
in
'cause-
Trauma Town, boy.
Cause here's the thing. This is something that Clock told me about these hats. So the blood being on the top makes a lot of sense, because the whole point of the hat is that it would, if you were cut downward, it would like cover your face
Yeah.
to prevent your face getting slashed up. But if something came upward, it would get him.
Yeah.
But yeah. Plus, I feel like
Yeah.
this is like the type of injury he would get
Or-
from just like getting like fucking donked really hard by something. Or even better.
Oh yeah. No, wait. Let me just do something here. Thanks for the cover, buddy.
Dude,
Yeah, thanks
I
for
was,
the cover,
dude, I was
dude.
so upset during that whole trench scene. I was frozen almost the entire time.
Dude,
I was,
I was also experiencing frame loss.
No. I'm not. I'm not.
Let's see
I'm
this.
not
Oh,
even.
there we go.
I'm not even talking frame loss. Like I was frozen. Like could not
No.
move the entire time. I was
Oh,
only able to
God,
do.
yeah,
I was only able to.
I was.
I was only able to do like two things. And that was to fire my rifle once, and to do a 1v1 with
is
the
that?
Apex.
I don't know. At the bathhouse, when I was like in the
But
water,
yeah.
like my arms were like low.
But yeah, it was
Weird.
it was good.
That's weird. I'll look into it.
I had
yeah.
fun.
Sure.
It was a
Why
very
that's
fun time.
happening to you.
I'm
I'm
hoping.
just glad I finally got paid. Because I've
Is
used the
this
same
water?
settings for like everyone, but
I'm
I'll
hoping
see.
I don't know if it's
that
just, yeah, if you want to take a look.
hoping we do more of that
Really
type of
big
stuff.
oiling
And
up.
oh god, it's
Oh,
all
yeah,
over
but
my
I got oiled.
hands.
I'm oiled.
Yeah, it's on your hands. It's on your boots. It's on your legs. What have I done?
It's all over me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
not a
it's all
single
over you. I mean,
speck
look at
on
the
the
back of your
cod
legs, though.
piece. Thank God.
Yeah, I mean, no, yeah. Look at the back of your leg.
Yeah, there's got blood
That
back
shit-
there
Yeah,
too.
you are fucked up. You get
Yeah,
fucked
that
up.
shit-
It's on your
Gee,
arms and
what?
everything.
Hold on.
in
What?
here.
Holy shit! Wait
Yeah.
a second. Hang on. Is my? Hang on.
Yeah.
I need to check. I need to check something. Hang on a second.
It's like, do you have a sliding scale of blood or just an on-off of blood?
It is just
It's
on,
just
off.
on and off. Holy shit!
Easier to
what the
have
fuck?
as a bull
Since when did
than-
Sanders have that much
What?
ass? Hang on a second.
He's got
Why
a
are you
big dumpy,
cheeked
is what
up?
you're saying? He's got some cheeks.
Why is he cheeked up?
You cheeking up in here? I mean,
He
doesn't
does
have
a
much
smaller
ass here.
in that model. Yeah, he has a smaller ass in that model. In this
yeah,
model.
this
Maybe
one.
maybe it's all the
Yeah, I
padding.
believe the armor's a bunch of padding. It's all the
I don't know.
padding.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He
padding.
still
You do have
has
floof. You do
something.
have
He
floof.
still has something going on back there. Like it's still kind of.
A little bit. But yeah,
you
now
go,
you got all sorts of fucked up
Are
toggles.
you checking yourself out? Right
Yes, King
I mean,
Scourge.
wouldn't
I
you?
do it a lot.
Ooh, fire arrows. That's
Dude,
gonna be a good
Fanboy
idea.
Fridays.
Fanboy Fridays. I should probably stop streaming.
Oh God, you're streaming.
Jesus.
We didn't mean it, stream. Don't pay attention. We didn't mean it.
Stream,
All
it's
right.
him. It was all
Well-
him, okay?
It was all. It was
He
all
was the
him.
horny one.
Yep.
All right, I'm
Get
Gonna
fix
send
bayonets.
you
Charge
guys-
in there, Sanders.
gonna send you guys over to Brunswick.
When I heard it's like they're fixing bayonets, they're charging in, I'm like, oh. Oh yeah, but then we had we had
I
this
look
show
forward to
up
watching the
finally.
episode.
Make sure somebody clipped that he was just checking out his own ass.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I saw that guy.
Yeah, they showed
Oh,
it.
this is the flag bearer.
It already was.
Yeah.
It already was.
I mean,
It's already
I'm gonna
clipped.
go to
Oh,
sleep.
hell
So
yeah.
good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Oh yes, Runite,
Bye, bye.
you didn't get to see the glory of this.
No, that's
Beautiful.
But yeah, dude.
Congratulations.
it's much better than the
Streamer.
previous one.
I really do
Very bad.
appreciate you subbing though, Paradox.
Another reason I
Um,
don't stream.
I'm trying to do a bit more streaming, especially with FT. So when
Now,
I can, I
Can you
will.
plant
Although I
the
think
banner? Can you, like,
I
plant
may
it in
have
the ground
realized
and-
what
No,
my
I did not
problem
put it
has
as
been
that,
lately
no.
with
I
my
did not
stream
put it as
quality
it. They
being
were
really
holding
bad.
it because, you know,
Because I am looking and I've
Yeah,
only
they have
dropped
to.
very little frames, so I'm
but
going
they
to
can
try
punch with
streaming
it. And of course
VR
it
chat
does
on Thursday,
get bloodied.
Yeah, are they gonna
and I'm gonna
scene from The
see
Patriot
if this
where you
level
gotta,
of
you know,
quality
impale
continues.
somebody on it?
If it does, then hopefully I can stream the rest of FT Season 3. I also do some other games whenever I'm...
You never know.
Oh, I spelled Mr. Brunswick's name wrong, Lamau.
Does
I
it
thought I
have a
was
grip
getting ready for
system
a
for
raid
it?
this whole time.
Could you,
Lamau.
No.
Can you? Okay.
No, I did not put a grip on
But
it.
yeah.
That's-
But thanks for sticking
very
around.
I've,
And
I
I
decided
see
to
you
make it.
there
I was like,
too,
you know what?
Kewen.
I had
It's
the
nice
idea.
seeing you there, buddy.
There you go. Perfect.
And the left side's more, you
Is that
know,
right? Yeah,
armor
that's
and
right.
decorated than the right.
So,
Because
with
that's
that,
the one holding the damn flag.
I hope you all
Yeah.
have had a wonderful night.
Well,
So
you know,
good.
2 different gauntlets.
It is always a privilege and a pleasure.
silver variant.
And I will see you guys
Sewer variant?
next time.
Oh, silver.
Bye.
Silver. Gotcha. I thought you said
Yeah,
sewer. I was
silver.
like, wait a second.
Oh yes, the sewer variant.
I was like, shouldn't that be green? Green and brown?
Yep, but they can be customized and have all
Hell
sorts
yeah.
of fun. There's some customization on it. My hands are about to die.
Yep, mine too. I'm going to bed. It's 3:30.
Yep, so I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Well, I need to clear cache first.
Oh, that's
Hit
true. I haven't done that in a
Sandman
hot minute.
himself.
Where is that located?
Yeah.
Is it the big menu or small
Alright.
menu?
Big menu. You gotta go to your cogwheel and then you open it up to the big menu and go to debug.
Debug.
Then scroll all the way down.
Clear content cache. Okay,
Yeah.
let's have the shame. How many gigs do people have stored up?
Almost 4.